Hello and welcome to Jo's Crafty Cauldron, my channel for crafting and Harry Potter, and hopefully for the next 24 days, because it is the 1st of December, Vlogmas. This is the first time I've ever done Vlogmas, so I'm kind of going to make it up as I go along and we'll see where we go. So the first thing is it is the 1st of December, so I have a pile of advent calendars here, so this will probably be the norm for the beginning of each day's video, as I'm just going to go through opening the advent calendars. Whether I always do it with me on screen or I might do it with just me showing the stuff and me opening them, because you don't necessarily need to see my face every day doing this. Anyway, I have I've got 6 advent calendars because I think I'm a little bit addicted, and there is still one on the way as well, which is Gobstone Alley that I do the unboxings for. They have an advent calendar. Because of all the stuff that's been going on and the changes in their company this year, I think the advent calendar has come out a little bit later than normal, but that is fine. I haven't received it yet, but when I do, I'll just have to open the windows of several days worth of advent calendar in one hit, which isn't actually a problem. Anyway, we'll start with the first one because it's on top. This is, which way round is that? That way. I get Avon catalogues, which I think it's a UK thing. It might be other countries as well that do it. It might not be called Avon, but it's basically your makeup, sort of jewellery, bath stuff. So, oh, what's just fallen out? I don't know what that is. Little piece of paper. So this is the Avon advent calendar. So it's a jewellery advent calendar, so you can hear the jewellery rustling in there. So it's only £10. Pretty good. So I can wear a different bit of Avon jewellery every day. So number 1 we have is here. What are we going to get if I can open it? They are very flimsy doors. Having issues getting in. There we go. Luckily I have long nails, so we've managed to hook that. So on today's one, we've got a little charm, which I think, if I try and pull this out, is probably attached to a bracelet. There we go. So behind the window, oh, it's really awkward, is the rest of the chain. I think it's a gold chain. I thought it was just going rusty, but it's not. It's a gold chain. I always wear silver, so I have a slight suspicion this might be caught on something in one of the other windows below it. Right, I'm trying to do this without necessarily giving it away of what's in the other windows. Yeah, it's caught around. There we go. Because you can basically open it at the back. So I've done that so that I haven't actually seen what is there. So we have window 1 is open, and so it's a gold necklace with, which way around does it go? It's a gold necklace. Oh, it's the other way around. With a little cubic zirconia, I'm assuming, there. So I think the idea is that you will get other like charms to go on this possibly, so you can then add it each day. Oh, I've just realised this safety chain is detachable. I don't know if you can see that. It's detachable. That's a bit fancy. Let's get this on. So I will try and wear whatever comes in the Avon calendar every day. There we go. I'm actually, because I'm wearing a high-necked top, I'm wearing a slightly more dangly necklace today. Anyway, that is the first advent calendar. Then the next one is very exciting. This is the 24-day advent calendar by Tracy at Nora George Yarns, and so this is a mini skein of wool every single day, and it builds into, she's releasing a pattern on Ravelry that there's a code in here that you only get if you've bought the advent calendar. There's a code in here for you to go on Ravelry, and each day you get a chunk of a pattern, and so you use all the minis every day to build into a final item, which I think I saw on Instagram, as a bit of a spoiler, is some sort of shawl, which seems practical for using loads of minis to make into it. So we're going to undo the tote bag. So obviously you get the tote bag is the first thing, and there is, I believe, meant to be a bag of goodies in here. Oh, so luckily I have found number one. So we have a bag of number one there. I'm going to put that aside so I don't lose that. But yeah, there is meant to be a bag of goodies in here. Well, I found, oh, there it is, goodies. So we've got a little red bag, and on it actually says goodies, which is a bit of a giveaway. So let me move that aside. So in the bag goodies, ooh, what have we got? So we've got a little notebook and pen. Is that a pen? Yep, it's a biro. So we've got a little lined notebook with the same reindeer on it that matches the bag, for you to jot down your notes while you're working on this. Then we've got chocolate options, Belgian hot chocolate sachet. I do like those. I've got lots of them in the cupboard. We've got a pin badge that also matches the design of the reindeer. We got, it's all themed, I love it. It's got a tape measure in it, which has again the same reindeer pattern on there. Very handy. Pair of scissors. Good, because I'm always losing my scissors. We then have a not felt tip pen, a highlighter, green highlighter, so we can highlight the pattern and know where we're at with it. We've got a little brown envelope, which I assume has probably got some sort of tapestry needle. Oh, there we go. So it's got a blue tapestry needle, I believe. And then we have a load of little gold stitch markers. So I feel like they might come in handy when we're making the build-up knit. Got a bar of Milka. Oh, love chocolate. Eat that later. We have a little wooden laser cut snowflake. And I think that is it. And so then we've got a little card again with the reindeer on the front. It says, wishing you a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year, love from Tracy and Gemma and Nora George Yarns. And then you've got Nora George Yarns and her website. So to give you a bit of background, and then there's a little flyer which basically gives you the instructions of how to get the pattern, so I won't show you that. Little bit of background on this. Tracy took pre-orders on this back in March, I think it was March, so that she knew how many she had to be making up for this. I think she then did re-release that she made some extras when she'd dyed all of the wool. And so she did release it again just for a limited number, but yeah, so I actually ordered this back in March time. Anyway, moving to the main event. So we've got number one. So let's see what this is. So it was described as Nordic, a Nordic advent calendar, so Nordic inspired. So I'm imagining lots of blues, whites, reds. You can see in there. I can see blue. Oh no, it's not blue. So we've got white and sort of black patches and speckles on there. Ta-da. So that's day one. So later on I will look up the pattern and work out what knitting needles and things like that I need to be able to actually do the pattern, and hope that I have the right ones. Just because I'm going down this in order, my next one is my chocolate one. So I love Cadbury's. Every year I get a Cadbury Dairy Milk advent calendar, and I also buy one for my parents because I usually spot them first and grab them. I will open that last because you don't want me eating chocolate through this whole thing. Then the next thing, I have a Lego City advent calendar because I'm clearly a massive child. I'm joking. I love Lego. Which way round is it? It is the other way round. There we go. So can I get into this? Let's get some scissors. Well, that didn't work. Challenge of the morning is get into the advent calendar. I'm trying to work out which way is easiest to go from. There are multiple things to cut. Oh, this tape is so solid. I should have done this before I got on camera really, but you know, you learn. Right, there's one. I'm having major issues with this one bit of tape. There we go, that sounded a bit more positive. There we go, we're in. Okay, so this advent calendar folds up and opens up to be that. So this is the little play mat that you can put your advent calendar pieces onto. So let's find window one. Window one is over here. So push through it. Try not to rip the backdrop. This is very awkward to do that. I'm going to turn it away from you guys because this is a little bit awkward. So each day you have instructions on how to make what you're getting, and you get a little baggie of bits. Ta-da! So I'm going to leave that in there for now because I'm not going to build that on screen for you because that will take a little bit of a while. But it looks like it's going to be sort of very toy themed. You're going to get mini toys in there. Then the next advent calendar. This, I'm a little bit into coin collecting, and so this is the Westminster Collections Change Checker advent calendar, which is basically for you to change checker normally is for you to get sort of your 50p's, your pounds that have the special designs on. And so at Christmas they release a special £5 coin, which is Christmas themed. This year it's Nutcracker. So on day 25, which is in the middle, you will get the Nutcracker coin for this year. And each day leading up to that, you get a different coin, which could be from anywhere around the world. So there we have the change checker one. I can see that number one is here. So we're going to open this up. And it's a tiny little, I don't know if you can see that because I can't see what I'm showing you. It's a 1 cent. Let's take that out and see where this is from. So it's 1 cent from the Seychelles. So it's got, I don't know if that's coming into actual focus. I don't know if that's working. Anyway, so it's got a little crab on it, and so that one is from the Seychelles, and I've almost just lost it in the advent calendar. So there we go. So that is day one from the Seychelles. Ah. So it basically says, welcome to Change Checker Advent Calendar. On each window you'll find a different coin from around the world that will make an interesting addition to any coin collection. Information on each of the coins in your advent calendar will be made available on the day your window is due to be opened. All you need to do is visit changechecker/advent, followed by the number on the window. So there we go. So that is a bit different. Then the last one that I actually have to hand prior to the Gobstone Alley one is, no surprise, it's the Harry Potter Funko Mini Pop Advent Calendar. So it did annoy me a teeny tiny bit. I'm gonna dump that back up there. So it annoyed me a little bit that people have obviously, and it's up to them what they do with this. I'm opening it every day, but some people have got this and they've gone and they've opened every single window in one hit and probably done an unboxing on it. I'm waiting and saving mine for each day, and that's fine that they want to do that like that, but what has annoyed me is that they've basically taken a photo of the final collection of pops that they've opened for all 24 days, and they've taken a photo of it and they've posted it somewhere, or they've put it as their splash screen or thumbnail image for their YouTube video of it. So I've had to skim through several where I've gone, I don't want to see that. Basically, it's just annoying. It's a spoiler, and it's just, be a bit courteous to people who maybe don't want to see it. So we slide off the outer packaging, and let's open. There we go. It flaps that way. So in here you've got the backdrop, and then you've got a little wintry scene. Ooh, and you've got dropping it. So we've got little cardboard cutouts of Hagrid's hut and the Whomping Willow there. So we've got little cutouts for us to obviously put in front. So they've quite nicely, they've just literally done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going all the way across. So number 1, I wonder if, because it's number 1, is it going to be Harry Potter? I think that might be very likely. There we go. Yep, it's Harry Potter. Oh, they are actually just mini pops. For some reason, because I'm going to put that aside because that's just annoying. Because normally you don't get small pops. You get the key rings. So the small ones are key rings, but these are actually mini pops. So they have no key ring, they are just miniature. So it is Harry. So let me try and get him out. Oh, it's little mini Harry, and he's wearing gloves and his scarf and his winter robes, obviously, like he's walking out in the snow. Oh, that's really cute. So he's about, what, 1.5 inches tall, 2 inches max. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, I was actually talking the other day to one of my friends at work, and I was like, I wonder what they're going to do as like the special one for day 24. I think there's only 24. Yeah, 6 rows of 4. So there will be 24 of those. Ta-da! So mini Harry. So I have to say my favourite one for the day is obviously going to be Harry. There was no surprise there. But now, as the last thing, I'm going to go into the advent calendar. And while I try and get this open, my plans for the day are, I still need to do a little bit of tidying in my front room to actually be able to put my Christmas tree up. So my goal is to put the Christmas tree up, but it maybe won't happen today. But we will see. And I'll put Christmas films on, or Christmas music, and we'll see how far we get. I do actually also need to pop to the post office, because I got 3 slips through my door from the post office this week. So I need to go to the post office. Oh god, Harry's down. So I do need to go to the post office and collect some stuff. So I'll probably come back here and you'll see me again with the goodies that I've got from the post office shortly. So we've got chocolate and it's got a reindeer on it. And I realise I'm holding this really awkwardly. But yes. Anyway, so as I said, I've not done Vlogmas before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. And I hope you don't mind how I do it. Sorry, I should have eaten the chocolate after I said this. But yeah. Leave comments down below of what you got in your advent calendars today. Whether you had any of the same advent calendars as I did. And please do like my video and subscribe. And then, sorry, I'm starting to dribble. You didn't need to know that. And then you will see the next, hopefully 23 days of Vlogmas. Some days I don't know if I will be able to post anything, because during weekdays I don't do anything particularly exciting. Sorry, I've got chocolate everywhere now. I don't do anything really that exciting. I go to work and I'm not really going out anywhere. So you might just get a little snippet of me basically just opening the advent calendars, whether that be face or just hands. But anyway, do leave any comments or anything you wish down below. And yes, and so thank you in advance for watching Vlogmas and following me through December. Fingers crossed I will keep up with it, and hopefully there will be a little bit more on the end of this video, which will be what I've got up to today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next 24 days, hopefully. Bye! So, I have just got back from the post office, and I've collected lots of goodies, which I'm going to just quickly show you now. So the first one, I've pre-unwrapped these because it's quicker than me having to try and cut them on the actual film video. So the first one is the Geek Gear Wizardry box. I'm not sure if this is their November box or if it's their festive box, because it's got a bit of a festive Geek Gear sticker on there. So not sure about that one. We will have to wait and see. Hopefully, time permitting, I will try and open that in the next couple of days and do the unboxing for that. Then the other two parcels I got are, I get a lot of the exclusive pop vinyls from a online store in Australia, and so these are all exclusive ones, and so I've had a load arrive, which is very exciting. So I've got no idea what these ones are, because they get exclusives in as soon as they're announced, but then they don't necessarily get the stock in for a while, so it tends to be a pre-order. So it means that I have no idea what these ones could be. The only problem with this site is you get the pop vinyls themselves, you actually get for a really reasonable price, and they consider it's coming from Australia to the UK, the shipping also isn't actually that bad. The only thing is when you get hit by customs at this end. So a lot of these come through Royal Mail, and they do charge an admin fee of £8, and then you pay a percentage, which I think is like 2% or something like that of of customs charge, which isn't a great deal. It's maybe a few pounds, but you add that on top of the £8 handling fee, and it's not great. But I kind of justify these to myself in terms of, if I didn't buy them now, trying to get them later on like eBay and stuff like that, where people con you basically by charging you maybe 2 or 3 times or more the price. That's how I justify this to myself. Anyway, so the first little box has got 2 in it. What I tend to find is if you only get 1 delivered at a time, you don't get hit by customs charge. But if you get more than 1, you do. But I tend to buy several, because buying several at once tends to kind of lessen the shipping cost. So you can kind of spread that shipping cost across multiple items rather than it just being like 1. So the first 2 are Lord of the Rings exclusives. So we have, these are their most recent release of Lord of the Rings pops. So the 2 exclusives was this one, which is Galadriel, I think possessed or something. So that's when she's under the influence of the ring, when they go to Mirkwood. Is it Mirkwood? I'm having a complete blip. I think it's Mirkwood. So that's the first one. And the second one, this is a bit random. So I've got 1 Lord of the Rings and 1 Harry Potter one. And then the next one is again an exclusive. I can't remember where these were exclusives to, but they tend to be things like Hot Topic or Barnes & Noble. So this next one is the Minerva McGonagall as cat. So it's just a cat basically, but it's Minerva McGonagall as a cat, so it's different. So it's Minerva McGonagall as the cat, her cat Animagus. And again, this was an exclusive. I think it's FYE in the States, which is for your entertainment, I discovered. I think it's from FYE. But yeah, so they sell all these exclusive. It doesn't have the exclusive sticker on it, but Funko tends to view it as they are exclusive, even if they don't have the sticker on, because of the fact that you've got to have got them from somewhere exclusively. Right, move that down out of the way. And then the next lot is a considerably bigger box. I'm trying to turn it so that I can... So this, I'm hoping, is going to have like 6 in it or more. Or maybe a big one. Oh, it's a big one. That's why it's such a big box, because it's a big pop. So, they have done... So they've started doing movie moments, and they've done them for quite a lot of other, like, films. Sorry, I'm having issue getting out of the box. So they do these movie moments ones, which are like bits of a scene. And so the exclusive one that I've got here is a movie moment of Harry entering platform 9 3/4. I don't know how good that is for you to be able to see that. I might unbox it later and then I'll give you a better picture. But yeah, so that's him running between platform 10 and 9 will be on the other side. He's got a little mini head wig, which is so cute. So yes, so he's running between platform 9 and 10 to get into platform 9 3/4. So that's the first one. And then there are 2 more in this box. So that was the main one that was making it quite big. So I ordered that, and that was the only one that had come out sort of on its own. So just to, as I say, make it a bit more worthwhile with the postage, I ordered some others. So I've got, which are also exclusive. So I've got this Doctor Who one, which is Doctor 11, or the 11th Doctor, should I say, when he's being Mr. Clever. So it's called 11th Doctor, Mr. Clever. So that's Matt Smith's Doctor, who I love. I think Matt Smith is my favourite Doctor. There. But then just to make it even, I've got another Doctor Who one, which is... Oh, I've got an advent calendar sliding towards me because I haven't cleared them up since earlier. And then we've got another exclusive. Again, don't know off the top of my head where this is from. But it's the 10th Doctor in his 3D glasses. There. So they were both exclusive to somewhere. Not sure where. But yes, so these were the exclusives. And yeah. So that was what I got from the post office. And I didn't film it because it's not that exciting going to a post office depot. And then I went to Iceland and Greg's. So again, not that exciting. And Poundland. I went to Poundland. And that's about it. Smith's? Direct Smith's? Yeah. I went to several shops. I was like, I'll make the most of this trip. So I did do a little bit of mini shopping for that. But yes, so that's what I got from the post office depot. And now I'm going to go off and try and... I'm going to go eat my Greggs for one thing. And then I'm going to try and be productive this afternoon and probably put a Christmas film on. I think we'll put a Christmas film on. Anyway, I will see you hopefully in a bit for some more Vlogmas for day 1. Bye! So I've actually ended up not having that much of a productive day. I kind of watched A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, and then I was trying to tidy but got distracted watching that, having my Greggs, and what else did I then do? What have I done today? Oh, and then I just binge watched a load of telly on like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. So... not actually that productive this evening / this afternoon. But anyway, that's all from me for day 1. And hopefully day 2 a little bit more productive. So we shall see, because then I've run out of weekend. So hopefully I'll get something a bit more useful done, and hopefully we'll be vaguely close to getting a tree up. We shall see. And you'll see tomorrow. So thanks for watching today's, and I'll see you later. Bye!